Hello everyone, my name is Nicolas Villasana with Popstyle TV. Today I am joined by former wrestler, fitness coach, entrepreneur, Natalie Yco. Say hello, Natalie.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah,
Thanks
how
for
are you
having
doing
me.
today?
I'm good. Crazy busy day so far, but surprisingly, I've been busy since, our pandemic explosion happening. But yeah, I mean,
Always got to find a way to stay busy.
yeah, and I'm really pleased, and I appreciate it. That's for sure. I'm blessed.
Of course, of course. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Natalie Yco. I'm originally from San Jose, California. I moved to Los Angeles about 20 some years ago. I got into fitness when I was younger. I had asthma growing up, and that made it really difficult for me to get involved in sports. And I always had this bug in me that wanted to be an athlete. And I didn't have any mentors in my circle, so I didn't know what to do. And I ended up being introduced into strength training when I was 19 years old. And from there, I fell in love immediately. That made me feel empowered and strong. And then soon after that, I got into Taekwondo. And again, I fell in love with that. And those two together just helped me have this amazing discipline. And then I ended up not needing my inhaler anymore, which was amazing. And I can't tell you the last time I used it, probably my late 20s or something. And during that time, I was on tour with MC Hammer. I was in the band. So in my 20s, I toured with You Can't Touch This. That was a really cool experience. So I got to tour 13 different countries and, the US twice. And that was, like I said, a really interesting experience. When I got through with that, I went back to school, got my degree in sports management, fell into fitness. And that was my path. I didn't realize I was going to end up staying into personal training, but I ended up doing that. When I was teaching Taekwondo, my instructor, he is a well-known martial artist, and he asked me to help him start a kickboxing program, which led me to teach group fitness for the first time. I had no idea I would be good at it. I will say that's one thing I definitely can say profoundly, that I am good at teaching group fitness for sure. I moved to LA and went to teach first at Gold's Gym in Venice, the Mecca. And that was like the early 2000s, right around there. I was 32 at the time, I think. And someone asked me after one of my classes that I would be interested in trying out for women wrestling. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess. Why not? Never would have considered that. And went in, and they hired me that day, and my name was Roxy Powers. I was a baby.
I love the huge shift from touring with MC Hammer to actually participating in female wrestling. That's incredible.
Right. Yeah. It was like 6 months after I moved here, and then from there, they came in and auditioned us for Spider-Man, and 4 of us got chosen to be in that scene in the first one with Tobey Maguire. So I was a bonette for that scene. It was fun.
Yeah, tell us what it was like filming that. I mean, it must have been amazing hanging out with Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, it was actually. He was really cool. Actually, he was a lot of fun, and it was really exciting.
So how did you transition from being a female wrestler to becoming a fitness coach? I mean, it seems like you already had experience teaching. So what made that sort of shift for you?
I wasn't coming to LA to get into acting or anything like that. I just wanted to change the scenery, and fitness was always my passion and still is. So once that was over, I mean, I was still, I just went back into doing what I was good at, was teaching group fitness and private training people. And I started off at Gold's, and then ended up over at Sports Club LA, and ended up at Equinox, which I've been with for about 20 years now. Not right now, but everything I'm doing right now is virtual.
Great. And you also have your own brand, the EcoActive brand. Well, tell us a little bit about it. Like, what's sort of the target, like, age group audience you're trying to get with the Active brand?
My business partner and I, Rachel Chavez is her name, both women of color. We actually wanted to target more of like the age range between 35, and we didn't want to like exclude anybody, but we wanted women who were around our age group to feel comfortable. It didn't work out that way. I think I don't know if we really have a target, but honestly, she and I have been doing everything on our own without experience. We launched it about 5 years ago, so we're still young, we're still growing. We're preparing to launch our third collection. So, and as we, as each collection comes, we grow and we improve. And, we made a lot of mistakes the first time around. We learned from that the second time around, and we made a lot of mistakes the second time around, and we're learning from that. So this third time we're scaling back. We're trying to add some color because everything was more like camo and black and, reds and things like that. So, we don't want to exclude anybody. I want everybody to feel comfortable in these clothes, but we understand that, you can't you can't please everybody. So just whoever is interested in wearing our clothes, we're right here. So, that's how it works for us.
So what kind of workouts do you primarily do?
Class that got me, well known for teaching group fitness is kickboxing. So cardio kickboxing is where I started. And then I created a class for Equinox called Best Bet Ever that won Program of the Year in 2012. And it's been taught, maybe it's 2017. I think I won Group Fitness Instructor of the Year 2012. 2017 is when we had, I was awarded that. So that was really, really, that was an amazing experience, and it's taught all over the country. So it was a really cool feeling to know that the schedules that had my class on their schedules, that they were excelling and doing really well. So that makes me happy. So that's a booty class. My kickboxing, I do HIIT classes. I do, all of that strength type stuff.
Well, of course, with everything going on with COVID and whatnot, it's still incredible that people are still trying to, still work out any possible way they can. So do you have any advice for people trying to get in shape, like from home?
There's so much out there to try. So there's no excuse not to do anything. There's so many free workouts that I would just say test things out. Just try something new, try something different. Even going for a walk, get outside, get some fresh air, get some sunshine as much as possible. I try to do that every day. But in terms of exercise from home, if you have the ability to just jump online and jump on a class and just try it out. And, if you don't have dumbbells, you can use something from home. Like I always tell people, if you don't have dumbbells, just get your gallon water bottles or detergent, fill those up, use that, just anything to help give you some resistance. I think strength training is super important. And, it's easy to buy, resistance bands. And I just say try something, and you never know what you're going to enjoy, and just get moving somehow.